now that tempers have cooled a bit, I want to redistribute to you some data, because now that the bill's passed, it's all done, and they're no longer showing us every other day some pissed off black person punching an Asian person and doing some horrific shit, which I never will condone. I don't condone that for anybody getting sucker punched or kicked or stomped or hit or whatever I don't care what color it is, okay? But for now, for some reason, suddenly, all of this has stopped. They're no longer seeing those images. I wonder what happened to all of them since it was such an increase. Oh, you think deranged or bigots or racists or whatever they are pay attention to bills that pass? Look, dog, I'm not saying that people want to go to jail, but I got a strong feeling that most people who commit crimes don't be checking statutes when they do this shit. I don't think Klan members was lynching blacks and going, uh-oh, they just passed that bill. We in trouble now, Jethro. Uh-oh, we need to cut her down because we just did a bad thing. This is what I was saying. The number of race-based hate crime incidents in the U.S. in 2019, this just came out in 2020. I don't think they put together 2020 yet. But let's say it's changed a little. So take this with a grain of salt that it may have changed a little. Also remember that hate crimes have historically been underreported. Just like other crimes. When's the last time you reported someone breaking into your car? Women often don't report when they're sexually assaulted. But let's look at the numbers that we do have, because that's all we have are numbers. We gotta use the numbers. If we don't use the numbers that we have, then we're just talking. Let's use the numbers as a starting point. Hate crimes against black people, because they are black people, is 10 times more frequent than Asian. 10 times more frequently. Hell, it's 5 times more frequently for white people. Anti-white hate crimes are 5 times more frequent than Asian crimes. In fact, man, if you look at it, even Latinos, I'm not saying we should not look at these issues and that we should not protect citizens from hate. We should. But now that the tempers have cooled off, now that we've taken a beat, now that the legislation is done, can we have a reality check? And can we also examine if the Democratic Party isn't fucking with us? Yeah, like both of us. Hey, look, man, of course, if you're showing repeated footage of Asian folks being beat up in the street, that would make Asian people be very upset and worried for their families and worried for their safety. Who would not be that way? Everyone will be that way. All of us. I get that. But what I'm saying is, if you're disproportionately focusing on Asian people to manipulate the situation, to shore up votes or whatever you're doing, then that's not only negative, it's underhanded. It's a scheme, it's a scam, and it's divisive as hell. Also, if the numbers are true, it's also a slap in the face to your most reliable voting bloc, black people. Now, you want to make it seem like we hate Asians if we push back on this, if we pushed back. But if you look at the numbers, it would appear that we're more concerned with the fact that our value was a lot less, apparently, than those Asians who were being hurt. Because if you really were concerned about the numbers of people being targeted, you'd be concerned about the group that's being targeted the most. If I walk up to a scene of an accident and I see somebody bleeding from the head, unconscious, and I see somebody holding their knee going, ouch, who am I supposed to take care of first? In the Democrats' mind, they go with the people with the hurt knee because their cousins have more money. That's how it feels. Recently, there was a hate crime It was a hate crime in Boston, Massachusetts.
Authorities say on Saturday, 28-year-old Nathan Allen crashed a stolen truck into a building, then walked past several white people and purposefully shot and killed 2 African-American bystanders before being killed himself by police. The district attorney says investigators found writings by Allen full of racism against blacks and anti-Semitism. The community is planning a vigil on Thursday to mourn the victims, David Green, a retired state police trooper, and Ramona Cooper, an Air Force veteran. The district attorney has indicated she plans to release more details about Allen's writings, but has not said when.
He gets out of the truck with a loaded gun and starts looking for people to kill. He sees white people. He sees Asian people. He skips them and shoots 2 black people. He literally walked up with his gun, looked at the Asian person, looked at the white person, and kept walking. And waited till he found Negroes and pulled the trigger. And they say this may have been racially motivated. When you lie to people to spin a narrative to suit your political needs, that creates more division. That's where the division comes. The division comes from the fucking lies. The people that realize you lying, whatever color they are, go, oh, screw this. It's all bullshit. Doesn't matter what color they are. People don't like being lied to. The Democratic Party has made a practice of fooling us, manipulating us for votes. The Republican Party plays to the racists in their party and lies about us and manipulates us, manipulates their base with a bunch of bullshit narratives in order to keep them firmly in their pocket or to stay firmly, securely in their pockets, I should say. Ten times the hate crimes, no direct. It's like America said, oh, we can't do anything specific for black people, even though overwhelmingly they're the people that need the most help, because that would be unconstitutional. Then they go do something for the Asian Americans. And then if you say, hey, this doesn't make sense, now you're a racist. They flip it on you. And then you got people that say to even discuss racial issues is divisive. Sounds like we can't win for losing. Let me ask you something. Do they know us? When I say they, I mean the talking heads on cable news. Do they know you? I mean, they talk about the world as if it's a sport. They play political games, report on our pain, rack our brain to feed the stock exchange, but do they know us? Do they know what we care about? Nope. They're too far away. They can't see us. They can't feel us. They can't relate to us. See, when you want to know what's going on in your world, trust someone who lives in your world. Subscribe.